My name is Steve, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you all the tools and equipment I use to generate a six-figure income, all from my basement. I don't want this video to come across anyway as me bragging or any sort of ego move. I've just gotten a lot of questions and comments about my setup and how I make all my videos, so that's what this video is. Now for the grand reveal of my YouTube studio. Today is actually the perfect day for doing this sort of video because everything is quite a mess from my recent filming. I've had 2 days of filming very long videos, so everything is a big mess in my studio. Over in this corner we have a window that is the source of basically any noise that you hear during my videos, and then we have all of the soundproofing foam around the walls, and that works pretty well most of the time. So over here we have my storage shelves, and these are a mess. It's very difficult to keep everything organized when it's all just kind of like in one small room. This room is about 12 by 10 or so, so it actually makes it pretty difficult to really get any sort of storage system. Down on the floor, you'll see all of my charging cables, batteries, chargers, all of that sort of a thing. And got some Lego manuals from a recent video. I don't know if that's going to be out by the time I post this. Underneath my desk, you can just see the mess of wires and tripods and just all sorts of stuff. I've also got my fume extractor down there for when I'm soldering. And I'm sure you've noticed by now the great orange carpet. That's one of my favorite parts of the entire studio. This is the storage between my workbench and the wall. We've got all sorts of stuff down here, Lego boxes from a recent project. If you haven't seen that video yet, it'll be out soon if it's not already. More stuff just from recent projects that I have not had time to put away. And then we have more boxes of devices. Here we have some Xbox Elite controllers from a video I just filmed. Now we'll go over and sit behind my desk so you can get the view that I get. So right over here we have my tiny monitor. That helps me make sure things are in focus. I've got my microscope along with the microscope camera up here. Obviously a lot of lighting back there to keep the set lit nicely. Then I have my soldering equipment. Got my hot air station, 2 soldering irons. I've got a regular iron and then a micro iron, and then my soldering station, a whole bunch of supplies right there on the desk. And then I have more of the remnants of my recent Xbox One controller project. Over in the corner that you can't see on camera, I've got my computer, and that's what I use to bring up whatever website I want to advertise on the TV back here. And as far as cameras go, I have one Canon 80D as my overhead camera, and then another Canon 80D as my straight on camera, and I have 2 Sennheiser lavalier microphones. I'll leave links to all my studio and soldering equipment down in the description if you want to buy any of it for yourself. Down on the floor by my bench, I've got all the charge cables and all of the power cables I need when I need to test a device. Got my heat mat, my power supply, and my digital multimeter. Also have a small garbage, my HDMI switcher, and then some gloves and some lighting. Let me show you how small this area is. So that is the edge of my desk, that's the bench that I sit on, and then that's the wall. So I have a very small area when I'm sitting here. Unfortunately, that's just the situation right now, and that's what I have to work with. Also back here, this is actually a functioning closet. We do use this. So my YouTube studio does have a closet that doubles as an actual clothes closet that we still use. So that gives you an overview of the tools and equipment I use to make a six-figure income on YouTube. So what do you think? I bet that's not what you expected. Granted, this is a disaster area right now. I've just filmed 2 huge projects that took days to film, so when that happens, it's all about just getting the video done, and I don't worry about really where I put things or putting things away, and I just got done filming that today, so this is obviously disaster, and I will clean it up. But that being said, it's a tiny space and I have to fit a lot of stuff in this one tiny space. But the point of this entire video is to use what you have. Obviously, I do make enough off of these YouTube videos to build out a much bigger and better YouTube studio, and at some point I will do that. But for now, this is what works for me, and so this is what I use, and I can make pretty decent videos out of this not ideal space. Be sure to ask me any questions you have in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching my video today. See ya.